Imagine looking up at the night sky, billions of stars twinkling in the vast darkness. Now, imagine one of the stars isn't a star at all, but an entire galaxy hurtling toward us. A cosmic dance billions of years in the making. Welcome back to Unknown Facts, where we dive into mysteries of the unknown. Today, we're talking about one of the most thrilling cosmic events on the horizon. The Andromeda Galaxy is on a collision course with our very own Milky Way. To the naked eye, the Andromeda Galaxy might look like a faint smudge in the night sky. But don't be fooled. This smudge is actually a massive galaxy, home to about 1 trillion stars, and it's racing toward us at around 110 kilometers per second, or about 68 miles per second. That's fast enough to cross the United States in about 44 seconds. So why is Andromeda heading our way, and what will happen when it gets here? Let's take a closer look at the science and the spectacle behind this galactic collision. First, a bit of context. Our Milky Way galaxy and the Andromeda Galaxy are both part of a small cluster of galaxies known as the Local Group. Andromeda and the Milky Way are the two biggest galaxies in this neighborhood, and they're about 2.5 million light-years apart. That may sound like an unfathomable distance, but in cosmic terms, it's not that far at all. Andromeda's journey toward us is powered by the force of gravity, which pulls objects together over vast distances. Over billions of years, gravity has slowly drawn these two galaxies toward each other. And while this may sound scary, remember that we're dealing with a cosmic timeline here. This collision isn't happening tomorrow or even in our lifetime. Scientists predict Andromeda will reach us in about 4.5 billion years. But will Earth survive? Now here's the question everyone wants to know. When Andromeda finally collides with the Milky Way, what happens to our solar system? Will Earth survive? Let's break it down. Galaxies are vast, but they're mostly empty space. Imagine two swirling clouds of dust coming together. They overlap and mix, but each particle has a lot of room to move around. The stars in the Milky Way and Andromeda will have a similar experience. While the galaxies will merge and interact, most stars won't actually collide. Instead, they'll pass by each other, their gravitational forces pulling and reshaping each other's paths. So, Earth and our solar system might be safe from a direct star-on-star collision. But that doesn't mean we won't be affected. As Andromeda and the Milky Way merge, they'll form a new kind of galaxy, often called Milkdromeda or Milkdromeda. In the process, the gravitational forces could send entire solar systems, including ours, off to new parts of this newly formed galaxy. We might even find ourselves orbiting in an entirely different region of the galactic core, a galactic light show. During the merger, the skies above Earth will undergo a dramatic transformation. Right now, when we look at Andromeda, it's just a faint blur in the night sky. But as it gets closer, it'll grow brighter and larger, eventually dominating the view. Imagine seeing not one but two galaxies stretching across the night sky. As the galaxy's cores get closer, gravitational interactions could trigger massive waves of star formation, lighting up the night with newly born stars. Clouds of gas and dust will collide and compress, igniting into new star systems. It will be, quite literally, a show of cosmic fireworks, a light show like nothing Earth has ever seen before. But what about our Sun? Here's another twist. In about 5 billion years, around the time of this galactic collision, our Sun is expected to reach the end of its life cycle. By then, it'll expand into a red giant, potentially engulfing Earth or making it uninhabitable. So even if Andromeda didn't come along, Earth as we know it might not survive anyway. Our future descendants, or whatever life exists, might be viewing this galactic merger from somewhere else in the galaxy or even beyond. The birth of a new galaxy. When Andromeda and the Milky Way finally complete their merger, they won't resemble the familiar spiral galaxies we know today. Instead, they'll likely form a giant elliptical galaxy, a sort of blob-shaped galaxy without those beautiful, distinctive spiral arms. Our new galactic home, the Milkdromeda, will be massive, with an estimated 1 trillion stars. And while it won't be a spiral, it'll contain all the history, all the stars, and perhaps even the seeds of new planetary systems that emerged from this epic cosmic encounter. Wrapping up, the cosmic perspective. This collision between Andromeda and the Milky Way is a reminder of just how dynamic the universe is. Even galaxies, massive collections of stars, planets and black holes, are constantly moving, interacting and changing over time. And while it's exciting to imagine, it also places our tiny place in the universe into perspective. In the grand scheme of things, we're on a cosmic journey, and Earth is just one small part of it. The Andromeda collision reminds us that change is constant, even in the universe itself. Thanks for watching. If you're as fascinated by the mysteries of space as we are, hit that subscribe button and join us for more journeys across the cosmos.